right, folks, I think it is about time. Here we go. Hi, hello, and welcome to Technopoverty. I'm Henry.
It's me, Jacob.
Let me pull up the couch screen there for a moment. They get a look at you.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, as you can see, Jacob has ascended to another plane. We're gonna go back to his view. All right, now we're seeing you. We're seeing the camera. We've been playing Umurangi Generation. We've been talking about Albert Camus. We've been talking about William S. Burroughs and Naked Lunch and watching this kaiju post-apocalypse happen as I gesture towards the TV we're not looking at. Oh, I can see myself there. Wow, we are so far beyond. This is the Technopoverty, just like, to what end and what use is this technology? To what application is it being? And like, let me keep it short. Whenever Mark Zuckerberg says, in the metaverse, you'll be able to do X, Y, or Z, he's talking about private prisons. That's where all this technology is going. We're all gonna be in little 4x4 boxes. We're gonna have a cot, and then we're gonna have all our re-education crap done to us in the metaverse. Damn. Which camera do I look at? Jacob, what are you doing in there?
We're getting ready for some Umurangi Generation.
Yeah, why don't we show the folks at home what's going on in your space there? Wow.
And we throw on some headphones so I can hear some. Oh, there I am.
Okay, let me see if I can get. Yeah, I was going to say I'm pretty sure I have the audio here. There's some music. So there's Jacob as the main character of Umurangi Generation. For those of you who are just joining us, once again, welcome to Technopoverty. We slap books against games, use games as an excuse to read books, use books as an excuse to play games. We've been talking a lot about rebellion. We're playing Umurangi Generation, fresh after Jet Set Radio Future. We've been looking at Albert Camus, William S. Burroughs, also Hunter S. Thompson, Iceberg Slim, Jack Black, the 1900s cat burglar, Nut, the chicken jockey fellow. We beat Umurangi Generation, and we did all the extra objectives and stuff in the vanilla version, but considering its approach to genre, it being a first-person game that's not about shooting people, but it's about shooting people with a photography camera, not bullets. We thought the VR version might be interesting to check out, so
I'm gonna restart this guy real quick.
Go for it. We're gonna pull this screen back up as Jacob does that, so we can hide our shame. We don't want you to see what else we have installed on the PlayStation. But hello, how are you all doing tonight, chat? I see 3256 is here. I know L-Man was here earlier. I just want to say welcome as we get the tech ironed out. I, for one, am extremely scared of virtual reality if that private prison rant I just went on didn't cue you in on that. But Jacob is a frontiersman, and so we're letting him ride the frontier tonight.
We'll let my brain rot just a bit.
Yeah, we're gonna get a hole in our head tonight. I personally think when you look at a TV monitor inside a TV monitor and you do that weird loop thing, that just doesn't feel right to me. That feels like a gravity well on a metaphysical level in a way that makes me want to turn the camera away from the TV. So don't put your camera at a monitor of the camera, looking at the camera, looking at the camera. The recursive loop thing's just not fun or good. Okay, Jacob's in level 1 here.
You know, interesting.
Oh, why? 3256, thank you for the Prime subscription.
Yeah, oh, and 3256, thank you for telling me about this VR version, because definitely inspired a lot.
So Jacob, what are you feeling already, like having played the vanilla base game?
It's really wild. I've said this before with VR, which is weird.
What up,
and I was thinking of it more and more, but like, all these games are developed in 3D, and like we haven't been able to really see them in 3D before. Like, and that's kind of mind-boggling. Because it's like seeing pictures of the Grand Canyon and then actually going to the Grand Canyon. Like, you recognize the place, but now you're actually at the place. Like how tall people are?
Yeah. The height thing is something I do like from the interactions I've done with VR. Like seeing the actual proportions of a celebrity or a well-known figure. It really does make you rethink just your generalizations about what a camera can normalize. Whoa.
Oh, nice. We can change the music.
You got a little pod boy there.
That's pretty chill. USB. We got
3256 says, I had a date in VR during the quarantine in 2020. Dude, what'd you do?
Oh,
How'd that go?
interesting.
Yeah. I'm very curious about stuff like that.
Yeah. I was like, I watched the doc about VR chat on HBO Max. It was super interesting.
So Jacob, do you prefer doing like the quick turn stuff, or do you like the smooth motions? Because that's one thing about shooters in VR or first person games in VR that's really been messing with me. Is I don't like the like chunky like tank turning. I don't know why that's the norm.
Oh man, for me, I have to do that one. That's for my motion sickness.
Gotcha.
Which I've got pretty good VR legs, but like again, it's some different thing. You can change that for a lot of games. Because that's when I was surprised when that threw you off. Because I was like, oh, I love that situation. Teleportation is easy, but I can totally see why it's super disorienting.
That was during the quarantine as well. Because I remember we were both playing Half-Life Alyx and just kind of like getting the feel for like what this thing can do.
Yeah, just seeing like.
Which Half-Life Alyx, play it if you have not. If you're a Half-Life fan, I mean, even if you're like, if you've played Half-Life but you don't have like tattoos or anything, like if you played Half-Life, just I don't want to spoil how Alyx ends.
Oh yeah.
But the way it ties everything together is just, it's probably the best thing that's happened with like VR gaming so far. Because I don't know, too many other games are still trying to transpose the logic in the language of 2D video games, and I don't mean 2D like 8-bit, 16-bit. I mean flat screen. You know, what we were doing with Umurangi Generation before this session. We still haven't really like figured out the new verbs, or if the new verbs and if the glossary has yet to be defined, or at least last I checked, it was still pretty rough. And I mean, I think Valve, one of the reasons Alyx was good is because they kind of knew they were going to have to make some new language, and they tried to do that with some of the tools they give you in that game. What are you writing?
Free Palestine.
Oh,
no, I'm just like, hopefully I spelled it correctly, but. Well, I fell off the edge of the earth.
Wrote it out loud and proud.
Oh, see, this is one thing I have noticed with the VR, though, is if I fall off the edge, then suddenly I'm sunken halfway into the game.
Yeah, you're like in a purgatory state. That's again, I don't like the VR.
But this was the other thing we noticed.
Oh yeah, the monsters are more defined.
Yes. I'm like, I want to know more about these monsters.
Floated in space, paintball, bowling, random activities like that. Person I met on a dating app years before. Okay.
Cool. I was like, was this like a VR chat date you said? Like
yeah, so you're just like in VR chat doing different experiences. I'm still very unfamiliar. See, that's the thing too, is I don't think we've figured out even like an actual good everyday application for this technology. I don't doubt that there is. But I feel like the people who are in control of this technology right now, through like patenting and licensing and just like, you know, the meta, you know, the Zuckerbergs of the world, all the uses they can think of it are very like limited and private and individualistic. I can think like of a lot of good educational purposes for like mass application of this kind of stuff, but in like private civilian, you know, do your 9 to 5 and then go watch Netflix shows life, it just it doesn't seem to have that kind of space. Also, considering the conditions of the American economy, I think a lot of people just can't really afford a VR headset right now, and like even if you know what you're doing, there's maybe 2 or 3 games that I say are worth like the full-on price point.
And we're gonna restart this one because I'm stuck in the floor.
32656 says, I think it was Rec Room on PSVR 1, but yeah, VR chat seems to be the main use for people that use it regularly.
Yeah. It's a fun one. Maybe we'll do a time where we just go an adventure.
Do some kind of hangout on the Discord with like a VR chat server if we can get that figured out.
Oh yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Do an in-person hangout, something digitally.
Digital, in person, live now, in your face.
All right. I'm gonna run around and grab.
Speaking of the Discord, something I didn't bring up last time we were playing Umurangi Generation, but was part of the curriculum, if you will, was Tokyo Tribe, which we watched 2 Sundays ago, the 2014 Japanese hip hop musical by Son Siono, who I believe not too long ago, was caught, or he got arrested, or he was convicted for sex crimes.
Upsetting.
A pervert making art. God damn it, they're always doing that.
Yeah. Sometimes I like the art too, which is very
right. It's like it sucks, but also
objectively that's good.
I don't think this was on stream that we talked about it, but Lux and I were talking about this with J.K. Rowling and how like it's fun to still approach Harry Potter not separating the art from the artist, because then you see sort of the blind spots in the pop culture or like the cultural milieu that allowed us to like not see what she was saying that was kind of fucked up. Again, if you go back to Harry Potter and you read through it, there's there's some jockish predispositions. Harry's a bit of a bully. There's some ableism, some transphobia, some classism, all kinds of that kind of stuff on top of, her turfism and later brain rot. The meanness was always there, is what I'm saying. Maybe the mold accelerated it, but the seeds had been there.
Yeah, for sure.
But Tokyo Tribe, to get back to Sanciona, who, damn it, I do like his movies. I will say that right now. Love Exposure and Tokyo Tribe, both big influences. I don't know, influences, inspirations, things I really like and find meaning in. Tokyo Tribe being a hip-hop musical in which multiple gangs of hyper-stylized kids fight each other in the streets, and there's a businessman, Big Boopa. He's very Trumpian. He's very golden. He's the kind of gangster, Trump would want to be. I think people overestimate how intelligent or actual gangster like Trump is. But Boopa is an actual, like, bloodthirsty, red meat eating carnivore who will murder you.
There we go. Now I can see where things are.
But the thing about Tokyo Tribe is it says fuck the innuendo, and by the end of the movie, it blatantly reveals all these dudes are fighting because one is jealous of another's dick size. It's hilarious, and it's straight to the point as far as toxic masculinity and masculine insecurity goes. It is stated without innuendo. And as Jacob was writing Free Palestine on the wall there, and as I think of the ending to The Rehearsal, as well as some stuff Evan was talking about with us the last time they were in the chat when it comes to Andor, sometimes you need to go without innuendo in your art because you're trying to reach people who may not get the pun. Not to say they're illiterate in the derogatory sense. I'm talking about in the same way we talk about the language of video games needing to inform you, or else you're illiterate as to what a game is doing. Some games are poor at teaching you how to talk to them. Damn, I lost what I was saying about literacy in the sense of... Oh yes, sometimes if your art doesn't bridge the literacy gap and it's all innuendo, you're not getting ideas across to new people. You're just kind of reaffirming existing resentments. And so I think it's important sometimes that a piece of art just blatantly says, this is what's up. This is the bare passion of what I am feeling at the moment. It doesn't necessarily have to be the bare truth of it all, but like what somebody wants to express. Have you ever seen right-wing copy pasta or seen this in real life where they hang on an implication? There's a sense of, well, if things were different, or, well, we have to go along to get along with this PC stuff, or this woke nonsense. Like, there's that cliffhanger of like, well, what are you implying there? When you're arguing that, women need to be protected in sports because you're hyper-paranoid about what trans people are doing, what are you implying we do with trans people? What's the hanging implication there? I think American culture prioritizes rewarding innuendo and recognizing the references and kind of being the good English student at school. It's something that I'm guilty of doing here, where I'm trying to make these connections and talk about intertext and all these haughty ideas. And as you know, from time to time, I'll talk about the efficacy of art and actually getting anything done I won't relitigate that whole thing right now. I'm noticing, Jacob, that when you pull the camera up, you actually get like a viewfinder view, and you get like a border.
Yeah, it's like a full frame that pops up. It's really cool. And then right now I have it, as soon as I pulled it up, I just move my head, and that's where it aims the camera.
Can you snap photos without looking through the camera? Like if you were to like hold it out and like just like...
Apparently not.
Okay.
Oh, but I can do a selfie.
That's cool.
That's pretty funny.
I noticed you haven't fallen to the floor again. You found your footing.
And honestly, it's a lot easier to not fall on the floor in VR, and it's honestly makes me want to not do it because it's almost like a penalty. So I'm a lot more careful about it to keep the stream going. But where is this word mix is what I was looking for next.
Oh, it mixes on okay, so the boombox back there.
That one?
Yeah. You just pointed to it. That was great.
Yeah, right?
Yeah. What we can accomplish. Is that everything?
Let's see.
Oh, man.
Blue bottles. Those guys? Are these the blue bottles? Those are the blue bottles.
Okay. You lose money for photographing them?
Yeah, weird.
Interesting.
I guess, maybe like they don't want people to know about it?
Yeah.
Is that the propaganda? This whole time I think it was like water bottles. All right, what else?
Yeah, I was gonna say, since we like 100%ed it last time with like since we played very corner licky and like speedrun min-maxy, I was gonna say we could take this session to really soak in the environmental details and story stuff.
Yeah.
Because I know in the chat we were getting like Arash, Mickey, and others like posing theories as well. So.
Oh, definitely.
Also, if you look, so did you get the picture of the mountain already off in the distance?
Oh, no, I haven't.
Did you look at the legend on the wall about the mountain?
No. Ooh. Let's see. Which one is it? Below me?
Yeah.
Yeah,
that one.
Caught by the light of day.
Wow, caught by the light of day. The nameless mountain who was dragged to the ocean to die. Once he was caught by the light, his new family embraced him as their own.
Dang. Is that
so
a
it's
Barney
like a sleeping
here?
kaiju.
Hold on. Is that Barney? Hi, baby. Sorry, we're going to take a Barney break real quick, y'all.
Look at her.
Would you like some attention? Are you trying to get into the bedroom, or you just want butt scratches? It's a Barney butt scratch moment. Thank you for pausing, everybody. This is very important, as you can all see.
No, the pastor is vital.
Yeah. Well, now we now know how to get Barney to react more on video. Just have it in
Barney's trying to get into the Matrix, but
yeah, Barney.
okay.
One day.
Just be very careful about looking at the TV screen. You know how I am about that.
Yay. Okay.
Oh crap! Does it happen with the projector too? Oh no! Don't like that.
That's trippy. Wait. Sorry, real quick.
Jacob, we've been tinkering with the interdimensional engine enough with reconfiguring the space.
It can't be that bad, right? Inside? Go?
I mean, the bigwigs haven't been around, so I think we're okay. Nah, Barney just wants to.
Yeah. Barney, do you want to go inside? No?
Bye-bye.
Bye, Barney.
Don't show feet. Whatever you do, don't show feet. We have to charge for the feet.
Yep. All right. Oh, yeah, there we go. Two markers. Oh, markers.
Oh, you can just do that. Yeah,
Cool.
yeah. Those are all over the place.
The whole time I'm looking for like a map marker or something. It's like, all right. Where is that mountain?
Also, I find it interesting. So I guess Umurangi means the end, or you looked this up before. I should actually look into it while you're playing. You're Joe Rogan. Was it Jimmy? Man, I can't believe I'm so out of it on the Rogan.
I'm honestly very proud of you that you are.
Yeah, dude. Wow. I think last time I watched Joe Rogan, Andrew Yang was in style.
Dang. Dated.
Who?
Is that the mountain?
Yeah, snap a picture of that.
Oh, yeah.
Let's not forget, Andrew Yang did pull
I've been
higher than
punished.
Kamala Harris in her own state during the primary.
Well, I did so good, but now I'm through on the floor. We did it, people. It's all right. It's all right. We'll do it this way. 9 canisters. I'm missing 1 canister.
Okay, so we're Maori.
All right. Oh, yeah. I was like, that sounds familiar. And check it out. This is how we do the delivery. You just scan it, I guess. Like wherever
what?
you're at. That's pretty chill. Easy scanner. This is, man. Oh, that's the one I need to do. Oh, Lord.
Okay, yeah, the developers Maori too.
What's that?
The developers Maori too.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah. Oh, my God.
Naftali Faulkner. Good job, Naftali. This game was excellent. It is wonderful. Thank you for making it.
Yeah. We're just going to do this anyways for right now. Just so I can redo the floor and start a new level. Hell yeah, telephoto.
Just hit next.
Ooh.
Speedrunner, eh?
All right, all right.
Hit next. I'd say next just so it carries you.
Oh yeah, there we go.
Because I think one time we didn't, and it like didn't save our completion or whatever.
Oh, gotcha. That makes sense. Oh, I'm interested to see how the different lenses work. Ooh, custom
skins for your VR model.
Your grappling hook and armor allow you to exist beneath the walls, things that could have been in another life, another future, perhaps. I'm intrigued.
Oh man, this level has the smoking guys.
Oh, dude.
What's up?
This is just really cool, although now I'm doing the opposite. Now I'm like 6 feet taller than people, but whatever. I'll take that over being in the floor.
Oh, you should see how readable the like the newspapers and stuff are in that one tent.
Yeah. Let's see. What's up, homie? Actually, now I can sit on the floor. Yeah, there we go.
Oh, hey, nice.
Cozy.
But yeah, the without innuendo-ness of Tokyo Tribe, of stating what it's about bluntly, is also what Naked Lunch is about. You know, postmodernism isn't hard to understand. Naked Lunch is not hard to understand. He went to a place where the imperial core was at its most hedonistic and unhinged, and simply said, this is what I'm seeing, and it's horrific. I think too often there's a sort of, oh, did you just grab that through the floor?
Yeah.
There's a sort of nihilism associated with the word postmodernism to imply that it just means everything's permissible. And it's like, no, what postmodernism was reacting to was just interrogating the myth of modernism and modernist presuppositions and structures. You don't do that just because you don't believe things don't have a purpose. You maybe believe things can be better utilized or repurposed towards more noble goals or aims. What's up, Evan? We're playing Umurangi Generation VR.
It's pretty fun.
Jacob is. If you go back a little, or you'll probably see Barney again at some point. We have a pastor cam. I don't like when Jacob uses it. I'm very paranoid of the whole picture-in-picture phenomenon.
I'm sure
it's always weirded me out, and it is continuing to weird me out. But
they did it in the 70s. Nothing bad happened in the 70s.
yeah, you know what came out in the 70s? The Exorcist.
I mean, oh fuck. That's another pedophile too. Fuck. Damn it.
You know what else came out in the 70s? Chinatown. Yeah, that's right. You start looking at the TV with your own TV, and Roman Polanski starts coming out like The Ring. Like, You get like 3 good movies and horrible crimes. It's not. I don't think it's worth the bargain. They didn't know what they were doing back then, but now that we know, you know.
Oh.
You know what? Evan, are you cheering him on? Like, because Evan says, you know what happened in the '70s? David Bowie and also punk rock.
Terrible.
So I'm saying we open portals and we get punk rock. I mean, David Bowie was a space alien.
Yep, facts.
Had our Starman. Oh man, yes, look at that smoke.
Dude, that is trippy in 3D.
Yo, yeah, it's a different effect too. There's like different graphical flourishes and models in some instances. It's interesting to me.
Yeah, right? It's like,
this game's short enough. I'm kind of curious how far we can get.
I was gonna say, we could probably beat this shit.
Especially if we're not spending, an hour after doing the main objectives finding film canisters.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, you know what else happened? At the end of the 70s, people elected Ronald Reagan to office. Talk about an Umurangi generation.
I love switching the lens.
Yeah, I do like in VR games where you get to do little haptic things like that. Like Resident Evil 4 VR is real fun because of that.
Dude, oh, there we go.
And government actions.
Right.
In 1971, various factors contributed to the societal decline, including economic instability, political unrest, and government actions. I do say that's already a more complex form of history than a lot of Americans have about the era. It's kind of weird and frustrating.
Yeah.
Jacob, I don't know about you, but I feel like when I was in public school, American history like vaguely ended in the 70s, and we just didn't really have a sensible narrative after like Watergate.
Yeah, unfortunately, that sounds about right.
Like there was just like a complete like disregard for trying to tie any of the past to the current moment, because then you'd be like, well, no, history's over. We solved racism. Like we solved the labor struggle. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. Like no, not at all.
Also, because I'm in Texas, we got a lot of Texas history.
Yeah, that was one thing even coming down here, because like talking to Texans, obviously you know it. It's like I know about New England history, but it just like didn't really occur to me until everyone's just talking about like the Alamo, and I actually didn't know what happened exactly at the Alamo, because we didn't really talk about it.
Yeah, but you're like, everybody's talking about this fucking Alamo. I thought it was just like a beer and like a theater chain.
Yeah, man, like Pee Wee Herman, there's like something in the basement.
I think you need a telephoto for the tin.
I think you're right.
Because we'd always go to like the far end and take that super squeeze shot.
Give me that.
See, and here's another thing that's tricky about remembering my public education. It has been long enough, and I've been out of school long enough, and I've read enough like other history books on my own that I don't quite remember what I did and didn't learn like specifically in high school anymore. But like, I think that should be the case. I know because of time and the economy, people are busy and exhausted, and the point is to make you tired and to extract wealth from you at every point. But I do think you should continue your education and see yourself as a constant learner. I think a lot of Americans get tricked into thinking once they get the degree that's the plateau. Then you just get to run on the treadmill until you retire.
Yeah.
Especially in a time of such volatile technological change as is now. VR technology didn't even exist when I was in college. For me to, as a video editor, just stop at Final Cut 7 would have been ridiculous. Yeah, Evan, that's one of the great things about like just art. There's always going to be like, even if you're dissatisfied with the present moment, even though I argue that, the present moment still has good stuff, don't get lost in the nostalgia of the past. There's always something you can trace back and really get into and find that there's a wealth of said genre, be it, a type of book, a type of music. You're mentioning post-rock right now. Yeah, a lot of post-rock and post-metal, really good. I've been reevaluating my feelings about industrial metal as well.
Oh, yeah.
I kind of had a knee-jerk dislike for it in high school, but some of it, Nine Inch Nails, I've been coming around to, because it's not Slipknot. Just at the time in the mid-aughts, the way metal was going, there was a very chunky kind of deathcore spin-off of hardcore and metalcore that was kind of popular in like the mall goth scene. And that didn't really stick for me because it felt artificial. It wasn't as heavy as death metal. It wasn't as like technical as like thrash and prog. It felt like it was made to be played in like the Hot Topic at the mall. And I mean, granted, that's exactly where it was played. Granted, I know that's some people's stuff. I have since kind of eased up on it. Again, Nine Inch Nails is one that I kind of lumped in there just on assumption. Yeah, Evan, I feel that way with like American black metal and like generally atmospheric black metal, because I remember when Wolves in the Throne Room dropped their first album and they just had like a janky website I ordered it off of, and they didn't have a logo or anything on their CD. It's just a picture of a forest. And I didn't even know what to expect. I just had heard a lot of good reviews, and I had just ordered the CD kind of blind buy because I was still in the time in the internet when a lot of my music I got through like peer-to-peer file sharing stuff, and Wolves in the Throne Room was a bit too obscure to have yet appeared on those networks. So I just kind of trusted the Metal Forum and GameFAQs' opinion on it and ran with it. And it was the first time I heard like atmospheric black metal like that. And now I notice just like Death Heaven and others that sound within that vein. I was like, oh, that was the start of something.
Where's that penguin?
What you find though is that in seeing that people have been keeping the thing alive is you aren't alone. And again, there's a shared human existence you're participating in, and that's pretty cool. Yeah. Something all the Jet Set Radio Future posting has done, at least on the Twitter feed for Technopoverty, has we've been flooded with just JSRF fan art and speculation stuff. A lot of lewd art, which I find pretty funny as well. I'm just surprised the kids are so horny and still adamant about repping Jet Set Radio Future, and I know there's a new one coming out soon.
Oh, that's exciting.
Well, I don't know how soon. I know Jet Set Radio 3 is coming. There's like 10 seconds of footage though, so we don't know specifics. But just seeing that there's still such a vibrant fan community out there for a game that came out in like 2002, I believe was when JSRF came out, it warms my heart.
Nice. All right, get a picture with all of my friends. Come on, y'all.
Nice, D. Hamels Mammal got them Publix cookies.
Oh, I love Publix.
I've only been in a Publix once, but it was a very positive experience. It was for the short amount of time I was in Florida.
Yep.
But seems pretty chill. Yeah, get that penguin up there. What kind of cookies you get, D. Hamels Mammal?
Who am I missing in this shot?
Although the group shot's like bonus. Yeah.
Yeah. Nothing else? We'll scan it. We're done.
$3256. Well, I do agree in 1971 that Nixon doing that did contribute to some transitory issues. I think we're on our way out before that. The only reason I bring it up is because I used to, like, I remember especially when like Ron Paul was a big thing. I had friends who were like super big libertarians, and I was into it. And a lot of the skepticism about throwing out the gold standard is kind of rooted in a libertarian logic that doesn't quite pass the smell test for me. Basically, the logic being that if you have a currency backed by gold, you only have a finite amount of that currency, and I know that's the whole reason like Bitcoin people are like, oh, but it stays valuable. But the thing is, you don't need, like, if you have a growing population, you're gonna have a constantly growing pool of circulating money. I guess this gets down to like a philosophical argument of whether or not money is real, or what does money mean when you say money is real, or when it's backed by something. Because like by the same measure, like gold's valuable because it's shiny.
Yep.
Like tying the dollar to gold doesn't instantly render like a value that wasn't there before. Although, of course, the way the economy works right now, investing in gold is good because of inflation and such. But that's not the same as like enforcing a gold standard, because then you get into this problem of, as your population is growing, if you have a finite amount of gold your currency is linked to, you get into you know, a deflationary thing where you have to keep dividing up the pre-existing pool of currency, and it's just it's not a good macro level policy. And it's funny I say that because like at the macro level, like you don't need. They don't care. They don't care. Like the Pentagon wastes how many billions? You know, there's often stories annually about just like discrepancies in like the spending budget at the highest levels of like Washington, and it can be hand waved away. Like the government can choose to just hand wave that away. Remember during COVID when they just cut us checks? They just cut us checks. Like you can just do that.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly, 3256. It's a long time coming sort of thing. I do think that conversion, though, does coincide with Nixon was kind of the last president, I feel, that actually had autonomy. The 1-2 of like Nixon and JFK, those were the last presidents that tried to like impose their will on the greater macro structure. I think with Watergate and with Carter and Ford, you see a sort of breaking of this concept of the president as an individual with power, and it becomes more of a. They become Reagan. They become a neoliberal puppet. They're the dude who sits on top and lets the market deregulate itself and lets the military direct itself. Because hey, man, I'm not going to speak up about the guys with guns. They're pointing those guns at me if I get too radical about things. Yeah, Doge never looked at the military. Exactly. Jacob, how's this environment striking you this time around? I've been rambling about U.S. history, 1960s till now.
Oh yeah, I'm honestly interested in listening to it, but this is really cool. I definitely think you should play one of the levels next too, so you can also kind of get a gauge for this.
Yeah, I think I'll want to play I played the level with the underground sewer part a lot. Actually, no, I think I'd still be down to. Like, it's VR, it's a new perspective. It's going to be fresh.
I was going to say.
I should not shy away from it. Yeah.
I think you would absolutely dig it.
3256, we have not seen Friendship yet because we've been, you know, with the space and all, but we were talking literally right before the stream about like, oh yeah, I hope that's still in theaters.
Yeah, there's so many movies I need to see right now. Oh, Dangerous Animals.
Wait, which band, Evan? Oh man, yeah. Honestly, after a certain point, I just kind of wrote off Doge as like, yeah, it's stupid what they're doing. Okay, a Silver Mount Zion is the band. Interesting. That is a very post-metal name. See, man, I wonder too. Like, at what point is there going to be an intervention if there's not yet been an intervention? Also, Jacob, is that a cape?
Yeah. See, this is why I understand people liking VR chat and stuff. This is silly, but very fun.
Yeah.
All right. You're in the walled city.
Oh, that's just straight up like a jazz fusion prog experiment from the 70s now. Evan, have you ever heard of the Mahavishnu Orchestra? That's kind of what the name brings to mind. Probably a totally different genre. They're not post-rock. They're like a 70s prog jazz rock thing, a jazz fusion kind of thing, but just the name. Well, like, oh man, I've been wondering about like if the economy and like business leaders and stuff don't step in to stop Trump or the Trump admin from going too far, or Doge from going too far and cutting stuff. At what point would like generals step in and be like, "Hey, you're fucking the bag too much for the national project"? Or am I just being naive and assuming someone would step in, that there's like an adult in the room? But yeah, to get back to 3256's 1971 point, as the president was losing power as an individual actor within the governmental system, you kind of see the streamlining of everything, the sort of, you know, take the money off fiat, cut the costs that we no longer can afford to keep because kindness is propaganda, not policy.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, Evan, the whole adults in the room thing too is, again, I'm bringing it up and just wondering, like, is that a abdication of wanting to consider something more self-empowering, you know, just wishing for someone else to fix it? I can't escape the American mindset either. I grew up here. I'm silly with it. I'm excited at 3256. I really had a great time at Sinners. I still want to see if there's an IMAX turning around here. But Friendship, and then we got Weapons coming out later. I was kind of feeling doom and gloom about the state of cinema back in January. I don't know. I just didn't feel like there's anything I was looking forward to in the calendar year. But stuff's getting there. It's been a year of word of mouth, honestly, as far as cinematic excitement. I haven't been as in the loop or like following headlines as closely as I usually do, both because of you know, turbulent stuff regarding former employment, current employment, the move.
Yeah.
But the summer's starting and things are getting into a chill groove, so hopefully we'll be able to take a little bit better care of ourselves and this channel. Trying to get the postcard.
Yeah, and I'm just like, I don't know what I'm doing wrong, because that feels like the exact same photo. Get that memorial then.
See, Evan, it'd be so nice too if we could just be like, okay, you know what? We did the social spending. We're giving you back Medicare. We're gonna have a big giant communist nursing home. Everybody go chill. We have new leaders. But yeah, just the lack of grooming a next generation. On the stream Lux and I were on Wednesday with Michael talking about the future of the Democratic Party. We were talking about a few candidates who could inspire hope, but it does feel like there is a lack of Gen Xers, at least on the liberal side, for the current crop of geriatrics to pass the mantle on to. There's AOC and a few younger ones, but then there hasn't been a consideration for the continuity of things. I think when Clinton lost in 2016, it really just upended and destroyed a lot of assumptions they had been making since the 90s. Oops, dropped it.
Ah.
Lost it. There you go.
Nice. There we go. All right. Butterfly. Butterfly in the sky. I can go twice as high. But can I? Probably. Dude, this bird is always following us everywhere we go.
That's cool. Yeah, I remember photographing it in the first level. Is it hidden in every level?
Man, it's definitely the second time I was like, it's got to be at the other ones too.
Because I think you found it on the second level, right?
I'm pretty sure. So you're the smaller bird or whatever. All right. Butterfly. Pow. You know.
I'll have to deep dive in some essays. This is the thing, coming into this game blind, I didn't have like prepared material in the way I have with games I know and am familiar with.
Yeah, this honestly just feels like kind of very good modern stuff as far as like the propaganda situation.
Yeah, it really taps into a lot.
Like, there's a butterfly.
The lockdown, the suppression, the punishment.
Yeah.
The people just vibing through it, you know? Mm-hmm. Understandable.
Like my homies. Hell yeah, boys. Hell yeah, boys. I'm looking for the Mania Memorial, excuse me.
Yeah, Evan, the Gen X thing I find interesting is like the latchkey kid phenomenon as far as like what the expectations were. Think about how radically different like being 14 now is than even 5 years ago, and even being 14 in like 2016 versus being 14 in 2008. Being 14 in 2008 versus being 14 in 1999. The rate at which technology morphed and transformed the world between those time periods, radically different than someone born in, let's say, 1970 who's 13 in 1983. And sure, the fashion's updated, the cars are updated, credit cards and stuff maybe, but between, someone going to high school in 1983, how radically different did their high school experience look than someone going to high school in 1972 or 1964? I'm not saying they were exactly the same, but the rate of change because of technology. I think Gen X was the last generation to really have like the same or a near identical experience to their parents in terms of what they were doing culturally and expected to do culturally. My folks are old. They do not go on the internet. They don't know much about media.
My mom still doesn't know how to use a DVD player.
Yeah. And they don't need to know who Mr. Beast is. It's kind of insanely fucked up that we're going to, or Doge was trying to, or that they're constantly trying to, cut the post office, make everybody go online for their Medicare, Medicaid, Social Security benefits. Just choking up the means of access and using some sort of excuse that, oh, you gotta learn the technology. Everybody has to learn this technology. No, I don't think that's true.
Yeah. We have to.
$3256 says, I was watching everybody's live with John Mulaney, and this week he was talking to teens and asked them about the bathroom and how he never wanted to go at school, and a teen responded that they go in there to vape. I remember just teachers being very strict about bathroom passes and handing out, we didn't have hall monitors necessarily. That was a phenomenon that was only in cartoons and movies.
Oh, we definitely had them.
There were school security guards, but there were not kids deputized to be hall monitors.
Oh, we definitely did.
That sounds just like you're inviting the worst people to be cops, you know? That
You're
sounds
not wrong.
horrible. We just had actual cops in the school. Yeah. I just remember teachers being very resentful about bathroom breaks, and that always seemed very off to me.
You my friends, can I pose you? No. Pose you though.
Yeah, the 90s skate punk nihilism, Evan, you're getting right at it.
Where are all my friends at?
Yeah, definitely. Kevin Smith is definitely the Gen X dude. I think there's more to that than we're even considering right now, as far as like even his later trajectory and transition towards being a podcast network mogul more so than a movie maker. I kind of respect his kind of checking out of movies. I did think Red State was actually good. I haven't watched it in a long time, but when it came out, I was pretty diehard for it. I laughed pretty hard at the ending. I don't know if it's cinema in the sense of a 5-act populist blockbuster, but Kevin Smith being a good storyteller, Red State feels like a long story he's recounting to me over a podcast in a way I found comfortable and enjoyable. See, I never saw Clerks 3. I did stop after, I think, Walrus. No, I started Yoga Hosers, and I don't think I finished it. I just kind of checked out. Yeah, I'm down to play this level if you want to swap out, Jacob.
Yes, I just want to look at this real quick, because this was the level that made me want to try this in VR. This is so cool.
But I only watched Yoga Hosers because by that point I was watching Smodcast pretty regularly. I had fallen, like, I remember Smodcast being pretty big into it when it first came out. It seemed so new and unique to me, and it wasn't Joe Rogan. It was just Kevin Smith and Scott Mosier shooting the shit about just everything. It was this. It's what Jacob and I are doing, basically, except instead of video games, he's, talking comics, movies, pussy.
Yeah.
I remember the big funny thing for me was like when he got the Fleshlight sponsorship, and I was like, holy shit, the future as far as what you can do with sponsored content online is going to be weird and bizarre, and it has not disappointed, let me tell you.
Hell yeah. All right.
All right, we're gonna do a swap here really quick. I'm gonna go to the regular couch cam while Jacob takes his helmet off.
Yeah.
I think it's just a matter of me swapping things. All right, chat, we're gonna swap on out. Jacob, you come hang with the group for a bit.
Yeah. Okay, that's what that is. Here, I'll get you up on this real quick.
I have no idea what the controls are. I have no idea what I'm doing.
I think you'll figure it here. Hand.
Which end, right?
Yeah, put it through that guy first.
Which one's the right one?
Like that. And whenever you want to like chill, this is what I do. Like this, and then you put your hand through this hole. Whenever you're just trying to like chill for a second. Hoo-yah! Thanks for showing by, people.
Yeah, thank you for looking at the empty couch as Jacob preps me for Umurangi Generation.
Yeah, hopefully fun things are happening.
We need to get more cameras, more screens, always, always, always. Again, we are in abundance of, hey, we can't find a house, but
we have all the technology we could ever need.
We have toys. We have so many toys.
So many toys. All right. This set in.
Oh, man.
All right, here. This is where you can drop them down real quick, so we're going to have you adjust different pieces. There you go.
Oh yes, I'm now remembering my biggest issue.
Oh yeah, finding the sweet spot.
Yeah, because I'm still looking at a flat screen, so the depth of field isn't... Okay. Let's fade back up on... Fade me back in on the...
Let's go, people. Howdy, folks. Let's get...
Just hit fade.
Back. There we go.
All right.
What's up, y'all?
Jacob, how's your head feel after a session? Because I do definitely get the whole.
Yeah, I'm definitely feeling it, and I got a different top part to it, the global cluster for the PlayStation, which makes it a bit better than what it was before.
I was about to say, have I used this headset before? Because it feels very nice.
I feel like
or it feels balanced.
Yeah,
I played the PSVR 1. I played Resident Evil 7 that way.
Yeah, I think, did we play Resident Evil 4 a little bit with this guy, or was that with the Quest?
That was on the PlayStation, yeah.
Yeah.
How do I sound?
Oh, earbuds, hold on. Right here.
Just pop one in.
Do this here for, and you can adjust as needed. Sorry.
Actually, I'll just get this one.
There you go.
Cool.
Excellent. Yeah, agreed 3256. I got the PC adapter for the PSVR 2 as well, but I realized that my computer does not have the hardware to use it quite. It's like the lowest level of VR you could do like 10 years ago, and it does it.
Okay.
Oh yeah, do the grip button, your middle fingers.
Oh, okay.
And then pull it real close to the face. Sometimes try with your left hand, because I was having issues with my right one every once in a while. And then the buttons.
Ultimate gamer, eh?
Yeah, the buttons will change the zoom and the focus.
Oh, how do I do the...
Oh yeah, first you gotta finish that. Point to the finish, and then trigger.
Oh, wait.
Should let you. Yeah.
Okay.
Spray paint walls. Nice. E6, and I also found him really hypocritical in his weed era because he had always said that Jay and Bob were meant to be Archie Bunkers. Like, he made them obviously dummies not to be emulated to show people how not to be. So by extension, he thought stoner culture was dumb and to be grown out of.
Oh yeah, he did go pretty hard into just being the weed man.
Yeah, that's true. That's like a weird spot too. I really like that thumb drive for the music.
Can you put your own music in here? I wonder. Because it says UGM, so I'm like, is it just, it's just whatever's in the folder?
Man, that we're kind of chill. Ooh, we got Stream Boo coming. God, I love it when Stream
always with Stream Boo.
I love it. It's genuinely one of my favorite parts. Yeah.
How do I, okay. Oh, I like the button controls for that better
Yeah, isn't that cool?
than the stick ones, yeah.
Yeah. But at the same time, his whole existential crisis was going on after falling so hard on Cop Out. He was depressed as fuck.
Yeah.
Oh, totally.
I remember Cop Out.
I don't remember Cop Out. That's also like...
Tokyo.
I do like Kevin Smith is remain... I don't know. I feel like he's always doing his own thing. It's kind of like Adam Sandler. Whether like I like the things they're doing all the time, it doesn't matter because like they're doing what they want to be doing.
I like Dogma a lot and Clerks.
Chasing Amy. I really like Chasing Amy.
I like Chasing Amy too. I think
one.
it's got some for like I know people are like, oh, it's got a bit of a straight man mansplaining queer culture thing to it, but especially for its time.
Oh yeah.
I think
at least someone was saying something.
Yeah, because a thing I always was annoyed by is when like Gamergator types would complain about blue-haired social justice warrior girls, like as if they're like some new phenomenon. It's like, no, dude. Like, have you ever been to a comic book shop? Like, that's an X-Men fan. Like, a real X-Men fan, not
X-Men
like your ass who only got into it because you thought Wolverine was cool from the cartoon or Hugh Jackman.
Yep. Oh, interesting. E6N saying you guys gotta watch Chasing Amy, a great doc from a cool trans filmmaker.
Cool.
Like, I'm intrigued. There was some movie that was brought up to me recently where
Gang Squad.
Cillian Murphy plays a trans woman.
What?
Yeah.
Interesting.
From like the early 2000s. I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head, but I had never heard of it, and it looks really good. Speaking of Gates 1971, yes. Not the Danish Girl. I forgot that actor's name, but that movie was... I forgot that other redhead. People say I look like that one. Which is great. I'd love to be a Dutch girl.
How do you jump?
Maybe the Dutch Girl.
What is the jump button?
The top button.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
double tap I think will give you the big jump. Right. Isn't it crazy seeing this level in person?
Yeah, the height's kind of... Oh, man, yes. I wish we had the flash so I could do my usual...
Oh, yeah. We'll have to do a speed run on these.
I forget which level gives you the flash.
Okay, the Danish Girl.
I kind of feel like I like the light... Oh, how do I switch...
Were you trying to switch? Okay. Oh, lenses? Yeah, then just cycle through the buttons.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. We got the wide angle lens. Yeah, and I had wanted to see that movie. I recently found out about that. Cillian Murphy playing a trans woman, and I was very intrigued because it looks great. Time for some cigaros. Enjoy. I do love cigaros.
Oh, my hair's so long, it's like, it's between my eyes and the screen.
Oh, gotcha. Do you need to adjust it real quick?
No, I'm jamming with it. It's just like real life. I got hair in my vision.
This, you know what? This game is like doing what the movie Civil War wanted to do.
Alex Garland's Civil War?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like
reporting from the ground and
yep, you're the
such.
photographer going through.
Yeah, man.
Like
strong agree on that.
I'm like, it's real fun. Oh, it's fun seeing the 2D version of the VR whenever you take a picture and how it pulls up on screen.
Yeah, you see the border, right?
Yeah. Oh, that's really cool.
What kind of lens did I need for the game? I think it needs to be through a telephoto. I like, because you can't really see, or maybe I was just blind while we were playing the 2D version, but you know how you see the lens icon on the lens, like the telephoto icon?
I didn't even notice that.
Yeah, same. What kind of gamers are we?
Man. We're learning. Hair Vision VR brought to you by Keeps. Brilliant.
I do not use their product.
I know, right? That was, man, I kept getting, it's very funny, the world of advertising, because we know that everything's listening in on us, and it always tries to sell me things I've bought.
Yeah, I was about to say, it's always after I buy the thing that I get like the quote-unquote relevant ads, and it's just,
dude,
what are we doing? I mean, if we're gonna sell our souls to technology, could the technology like give a shit?
Yeah, right?
Like, why would I need the exact same, like, why would I need the exact same thing? Okay, 4 spray cans, 2 vans, and the Bloodhound. All right. Oh, yeah. But yeah, actually, the feel of lens swapping is...
Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
Yeah, big proponent of VR. It's definitely niche, but I really enjoy that niche.
Again, I just think the people who can, as I said, the people who want to businessify it don't have the best ideas in mind for how to actually like put it to use.
Yeah.
So like it's just the dumbest people making like the most inexpensive worst use cases for it.
Yeah. The thing for me and a lot of VR people, at least from what I've heard, is like the thing that really keeps it is the fact that we have like people doing mods on older games.
Yeah, that seems to be a huge part of the community. Like some of the stuff you show me as far as like source ports and stuff.
Yeah, and like I was saying earlier, it just kind of blows my mind how much like this whole medium, video games, at least more recently, are mostly 3D. And like, but everyone who's working on them is working on a 2D medium. It's very funny how you're interacting with the thing.
Oh yeah, I'd love to build like Unreal levels and stuff in this.
Oh yeah, same.
No, I'm trying to, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you say the lighting of this level, I remember being like darker and a bit moodier.
Yeah. Like, this is cool, but yeah, I think I agree. I think I would have liked the darker one. Let's see. Oh man, X, I don't know many generals, but the importance of civilian control of the military is deeply ingrained. I've been told the ideal of a warrior philosopher is something they have as well.
Truth is beauty.
Truth is beauty. Oh, 3256. Oh, whenever you saw Friendship at AMC, there were like 5 minutes of ads telling me to go to AMC when I was already at AMC. Yeah.
Yo, I remember one time I was in like an AMC theater and there was just a straight up Wendy's commercial before the movie. I was like, do they want me to go to like a fucking Wendy's drive-thru and come back? Because like,
Yeah.
well,
I would have done
guys,
that had I known.
You guys have signs telling me explicitly not to do that. Like, I know you guys don't enforce them because I bring in food all the time to the movie theater from other places, and like I've never got anything for it. But like, come on, what
are we doing here?
Oh man, it's the guy.
Oh, that is the guy.
Manuo. So the monster, the mountain dude we see at the end fighting the robots.
Yeah.
And I guess we see him at night too. Is he like?
And he's got the orb things falling off him, the blue bottles.
And he's doing a kickflip.
Damn, dude, he's shredding.
Yeah, so was one of them, did a mecha pilot fight him, or was that what was,
Implying or whatever? I think so.
I do love
Oh
this
man,
tag.
3256, there is an Unreal level builder that's designed for AR where you can walk around and place things where you want. That, I would love.
Yeah, perfect.
It's such a cool medium. I mean, you definitely get tired with your eyes, like...
Again, I think the problem with VR games isn't that they're bad, they just don't know, they're not using the right words yet. We're still
figuring out the language.
speaking Pig Latin still, yeah.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. Also, how hard it is just to like hang out with your friends, which is kind of like the whole appeal for VR. At least for me, it was just kind of like you can go and hang out with tons of people anywhere.
Yeah.
And it's one of the hardest things to do is get like 2 people in the same game.
Like, who's this Space Marine fellow?
Yeah. Oh yeah, very true about the VR. The less tired your eyes get. Oh, the better headset. I know the Deckard's going to be coming out, which I can't buy immediately, but I'll be excited about it.
Is there a way to like, how do I swap?
Oh, the trigger. It's like a finger.
Oh, okay.
Like you're swiping up on a phone.
Okay.
And also there's like on your left hand, one of the buttons is like a snap. And I was like, that's that's like one of the interactions. Like maybe click on the right thumbstick.
Is that?
Oh, we just flipped us off.
Yeah, how do I?
Was a middle finger? Oh, trigger. Do the trigger. Was it the right thumbstick and then a thing? Oh, dude. Ooh, I love these little interactions.
Yeah, how do I? Okay, so.
It's small things like this that make VR real fun. I'll be right there with you, 3256. We'll have our VR pods next to each other.
Again, future prisons.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. There's already a lot of programs that are trying to help get prisoners accustomed to be reintegrated into the world.
Through VR?
Yeah. I'll have to find the article. It was kind of interesting, but it was...
And the metaverse will charge you for everything you look at.
Yeah.
Your card will automatically scan based on your eyeballs.
Like, can you imagine? A lot of people, coming out of prison don't even know what, like, a debit card is, let alone a smartphone. Like, there's so many things that, like, you just can't.
Guys, Gaming Gate has girls.
Whoa. Then what's this loser doing outside the girl's place? This is so funny.
Oh, that's the share button. Okay. How do I flip this dude off?
Maybe I feel like it's like some combination of like holding the trigger and hitting other buttons, I think.
Yeah.
That's like the changer. That's like, I forget what other game had this, but there was some some shooter game I was playing where I was about to kill somebody and they flipped me off, and I have not laughed so hard because I'd never been flipped off digitally.
I live in an illusion.
It's funny because you're talking to a trash can, but you're talking to a penguin.
What is the world tricked me into believing? You know?
No.
Okay, let's get out of here. I'm disturbed by this boundary. This is why I hate VR. Not hate, but
Yeah.
okay. So we just.
Oh man, I've got to play the Yakuza games. Yakuza 1 was good because the main character.
I have Yakuza 0 on hand if we start that up. That would be pretty fun because I have a few of the Battles Without Honor Humanity movies, those 70s Japanese Yakuza films. Honestly, I don't have a lot of Japanese literature, but I'm sure there's stuff we could look into for that. But I do have Japanese movies for that.
Yeah.
All right, Jacob, before we go on break, I'm going to pass this to you one more time.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
wait.
You know what?
Get that picture.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm going to be greedy. Like, I'll hand this level off to you in a moment because...
Yeah, do it up.
We can both explore. This really is Alex Garland's Civil War.
Yeah, right? Like...
I'm just thinking about that scene where the two reporters, all the characters are such heckin'-based reporters. You know, journalism's like the bravest thing one can do because you're serving truth, the highest meaning. And like the thing is, the movie is trying to critique that and be about like journalists who mistake being above it all. I just wish it focused more on that instead of being like, isn't it sad that America's on fire? It's like, this isn't the first time America's been on fire, and like, things were worse during Hurricane Katrina than shit that's happening in this movie. So I just don't. I don't buy the world building.
Yeah. Need to build it up a little bit more.
It's a bit too white wine. It's like, oh, things don't look like the 1950s anymore. It's like they never did. The 1950s didn't look like the 1950s.
Yeah. Dang. Ian, send good vibes your way. If my brain wiggles my direction, fellas, I'm just high enough to skeet and shoot my shot and try to talk to the real Kevin Smith with my eyes and words. Sending all the good vibes your way.
Godspeed.
Godspeed, indeed.
Oh, look at his head.
What the fuck? Rude. We'll talk about that later.
What's going on?
Abby's going to Chili's without me. After mocking me about Chili's and how bad it is. And then
The
she's gonna
famous
go to the best
Chili's?
Yeah, the best Chili's in the world.
The one that's infamous in Austin?
Yeah, I don't know if everyone in the world knows this, but Austin, Texas has the best Chili's at 45th and Lamar. We're not sure why, it just is.
The memes there's memes about it.
Yeah, it's been the thing.
Getting drunk at the Chili's on 45th and Lamar. That's right, folks. You know where we are now. But you know what? The way things are going, come find me, dudes. Like, I'm bored. Like, I don't, like, they'll change things up, sure.
Make it fun.
Like, what else am I going to do? I'm going to be editing, and I'm going to be like, oh, God, the conditions of late-stage capitalism, just, and then I'm going to, like, sure, every now and then I'll go hang out with my friends and not be here, but otherwise, you want to shake things up? Like, come find me.
Yeah. Come find me. We're fighting fun.
That is the techno-poverty mindset. Like, there is no, like... We have been individuated into a battle of all against all in a hyper-gamified economy.
Man.
You know how we get through it? We share things with friends. That's the founding. That's the founding cornerstone of all other solidarity.
Yeah, dude, community. They hate that we have community and that we have each other. That's like the one thing they can't take away is each other. Like,
yeah, Elon Musk is literally friendless. Like,
yeah, dude, we are all happier than Elon Musk.
yeah, think about that.
Like, dude has an ungodly amount of money and is the most miserable person we've ever heard.
Oh, God.
It's pretty great. And also, there's no Chili's up in Canada, right? Is that where you're at?
I mean, didn't millennials kill Chili's, or is that like like Buffalo Wild Wings?
No, actually, Chili's is the one that's bounced back, surprisingly.
Oh yeah, they're the ones that like super like survived because like fast food places were getting more expensive, huh?
Exactly, and they had like the TikTok where they had like some
Life
some
finds a way.
mozzarella. But man,
Whoa, that's different.
whoa, that is way different. You should do a wide-angle selfie with the alien in the background.
Yo. But for real though.
Yeah, millennials killed everything that boomers love, but notice how Gen X did absolutely nothing.
What?
That's horrifying. What the fuck is that?
I'm too close. Like no, I'm finishing this.
Yeah. God, that's terrifying.
Isn't my lens? No.
And that was one thing I always talked about with the millennials conversation is every time it's always millennials pitted against boomers, and Gen X is never included in any part of any conversation.
Yeah, dude, who do you think's complaining about like politics in their Star Wars and their Marvel movies? Like, who grew up with Marvel and Star Wars as like their primary childhood? Like kids in the 80s.
Also, Gen X is like our
Also, that's also why they're so Disney pilled, because again, the 80s, like.
Yeah. It's like, can't you be happy and let me have this? Like, nah, dude, because everything else sucks.
Like they literally grew up in the decade where they deregulated advertising to children, so you just got like He-Man and Transformers and all these other blatant toy commercials.
Love it.
Yes.
Dude, yes.
So on the PlayStation, I think I have to hit the share button. Like, how can I?
Take that screenshot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're gonna save it. Yeah. Boomers hate millennials because they're our grandparents and we ended up all being gay and weird, and it reflects poorly on our parents, Gen X, and it makes the boomers sad because they were bad parents and Gen X was their fault, and so they see their own failure through us. Man, unfortunately, you're probably right on that, but it's just so annoying to not have that brought up in any piece of any conversation. And it's funny too, because it is very much like the grandparents hating the grandchildren, because it's definitely, I have a sense of that, whereas like my grandparents don't hate me directly, obviously, but like other people in my generation who I'm completely fine with, they definitely lose their minds over.
I'm honestly wondering, hang with me here for a moment. Is that a white culture thing? Because of like, I'm used to seeing more like intergenerational family models.
Yeah.
Grandparents living in the house and such.
Well, I would say yes, but I guess I also lived in like the white trash, which is very similar in that end, is like the lower income.
Yeah.
And I definitely had some of that. Like even with my
But I was gonna say, there's still like, I guess white people have longer been like expecting like the bill of sale. You know what I mean? As far as like, why don't you have your sitcom house yet? Like I got a sitcom house. Like
yeah, oh absolutely.
Why don't you just do what I did in the 70s and work a job full time for 3 months and buy a house and then also a van?
God.
I didn't even need a credit card. They weren't invented back then.
Yeah. God. Yeah, they loved us and doted on us, and we all still ended up being R slur, F slurs in their eyes. Yeah. It's just so dumb. It's wild too, because I have some conversations with family members. It's like, well, people grew up in different times. I'm like, it doesn't matter if you grew up in a different time. We're all in 2025.
Also, like, we have. This is why I'm a big lover of history and books and fiction. And, like, we have documents showing like this shit's not new. Like,
yeah, like
how many times have you heard a punchline in regards to the Greeks being gay? Or
oh Lord, We're here till the end of time.
Abe Lincoln, debatable.
Yeah. Ooh, oh man, I've definitely heard that one. I've often been told that if I just have kids, the money will work itself out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have absolutely heard that. It's like, yes, because you're suddenly thrown into financial strain that you need to figure
Extreme
something
financial
out.
stress. Whoa.
Whoa. So that's why we kept dying in the last time in that.
I'm wondering if my PC was just displaying something wrong.
Maybe? Oh, interesting.
But I don't know, like...
Yeah.
What are the objectives for
P6 man.
Oh yeah, generator and the word boomer, that's over here.
I was on such a different trajectory. If it wasn't for chronic illness and a weak social safety net, I would have been a fucking prick. Dude, you're not wrong, and I'm glad that you can see that within yourself.
Yeah, this is something when we talk about difficulty and what is difficult. That's difficult. Like,
Yeah.
losing in Dark Souls, whatever.
Yeah, we're all
Dying in a video game, whatever.
Nothing. Chronic illness, actual shit
Evan,
people
we were
do.
talking about this a bit on the private DMs, but like just the first step of like being introspective and not just externalizing and blaming everything on everyone else.
Yeah. It's a hard first step, but it is a necessary one.
That's not to say sometimes external things are the reason, but
For sure, yeah. Let's see. Even my dad's side, we're all established in Alberta in cars and petrochem, and my mom's side is big fat 70s era Navy pension Navy brats. Oh, interesting. I'm trying to think of like what my...
yeah, like those yellow things weren't down there, were they?
Oh.
At least not that, like, colorful. Wait, what lens do I need for those targets? I probably need a standard or a wide.
Yeah. Apparently my dad was making a lot of money in the 90s, but he was apparently just blowing through it because I never saw it.
It's like, how? How, Dad?
No, it was something with the mortgage stuff. That's all I know. Like anyone
Yeah,
who
there was
made
some
money.
kind
It
of
was
dot-com
regulation.
bubble.
Man. If my parents had been able to use their privilege in the 80s into excess in the 90s, we would have been fucking set. You know?
If we had a time machine.
Yeah, dude, it's crazy. It's wild that like my father, this is the first time, now he's 72, like this is the first time he's had a landlord in who knows how long, and it's just
Oh, yeah?
finally dawns on him how much it sucks. It's just like, this has been my entire adult life. Like, this is just how it goes for people now.
Interesting, yeah.
Right? And this is also a man who bought his first house for $7,000, so, there's that. In America. Damn. Yeah. It's like your dad got sick in 1992 and lost all savings because he moved right before his job, so we bought a house and then sold it 8 months later because we had no more money. That sucks. We had something with like... Yeah, I had something very similar with my parents and during like the market shit. It wasn't 2008 whenever that happened, it was before that, but definitely same kind of situation, like going somewhere, going bankrupt, losing a house, and everything else going downhill for a minute.
See, my folks got they lived in my grandparents' place for a bit, and then they just got one place and kind of grinded it out.
Dang, yeah. Have they been in like the same house for like forever?
Yes.
Okay.
Like the house there now is the one I spent all 21 years or so of my life in.
No shit. See, I moved around all the time as a kid. Even if it was in like the same town, it was still like different houses, different spots.
Yeah, when they lived with in my grandparents' house, my sister was there, and then they moved into the house they got, and yeah, they owned that house and grinded it out. That's the thing though, where I'm like, oh, but the way the state of Texas is with like property taxes and stuff,
Oh, I know.
I don't want them to get like screwed in some way by the state because they're going to be aging into a very vulnerable demo and
Yeah.
work and stuff.
Oh yeah, totally. Like, Because you're older parents, right?
Right.
Yeah. I'm like, only my dad is older, my mom's a little younger. Oh, train.
All right, I'm gonna hand off the train to you, Jacob.
Yeah.
We'll get ready for the break in a moment.
Yeah, sounds good. All right. Hold on, guys. I'm gonna switch back to this couch. Thank you.
But yeah, the lens controls. I was getting into like the addictive, just the haptic feel of swapping lenses was really good.
Right? That's
All right, here's.
It's all those little
left.
things that really make VR super fun.
And then this is right.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Yeah, the lens stuff is super fun.
Jacob is adjusting. Let me get my headphones back on. Yeah, I don't have like a major headache, and I think it's because I'm not like having to manage to aim. I don't have to aim precisely at enemies to shoot and take down. You know, in a more aggressive game like Resident Evil or Half-Life Alyx, I think my eyes do a lot more like scanning in general, and this is a bit more relaxed.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. Those other games definitely get way more intense, a lot more movement. Oh Lord, there we go. It's also like this train is bigger than I thought.
Okay, 3256. Okay, I'm gonna read this one out loud for you, Jacob.
Yeah.
Honestly, I hate the time travel thing where people go kill baby Hitler or win the lotto or invest in Apple/Google or invest in Bitcoin. Give me something real. Like, what if investments don't count? I.e., you invest in Apple and it never goes up until you divest. What would you do that you actually have control over in your own life? So yeah, I don't want like any Sound of Thunder stuff. If you've ever seen video of the hardcore show that happened at a Deniz online, I would time travel to that moment. I would want to be there at those kids doing that hardcore show at that Deniz. That really seems just like a moment that will never be back. I don't even think Deniz do full 24 hours anymore. Most of them post quarantine have just been sort of up till like 11 p.m. or midnight in our area. I think there's one in Austin that's still 24 hours.
Yeah, we did that one. At least it was 2 years ago at this point.
We are around the block from another 24-hour joint that's actually local though, so I'm very excited about that.
That's very enticing. I also want to run around and grab it. God, this is so cool.
Jacob, what would you use time travel for?
Man.
Also, I'm noticing, like, can you look outside? Like, where's the... Oh, or are we just in a tunnel?
Oh, yeah, we're on that.
I was like, it seems pretty black.
Oh, yeah. I like out all these birds. Chilling with this. Some fries.
Yeah.
Oh,
All right, so we're hanging out in our tower, and then there was a nighttime kaiju invasion after we went down on the streets, and then you're taking the train. After this, it's another train station, and then what? After that train station, what was it? The final level was your whole hangout house again?
I think so.
I guess maybe you went and just went to that party in the streets, and then you're going home after it. It's just, you know, the course of a night in the apocalypse.
Yeah. Because we go back to the top part again, right?
Evan, did you ever listen to Neurosis? They're Bay Area. They're post-metal more than post-rock. They're a bit sludgier and grungier. Big influence on like early Mastodon. Are you a fan of Mastodon by chance? We're getting more into like metal proper with that, but Neurosis was very big into like the post-metal sound and like engineering that. Mostly new metal. I've got a soft spot for new metal. I mentioned Slipknot in kind of a sour tone earlier. I'm still not a big fan of Slipknot in terms of it just being kind of like abrasive for the sake of like appealing to kids who want something edgy. But I've been growing fond of Limp Bizkit in all honesty. I don't know if it's like an ironic trash posting thing, but last time I was at the gym and My Way came on, I was just really, it was a weird intersection of nostalgia, but not my own nostalgia. I remember having a friend with a stepdad who was really into new metal, and I know that sounds like the setup for a bad dude or just a weird situation, like a stepdad into new metal. Wow, how original. But that dude was pretty cool. He taught me, how to use torrents and just some technical stuff around a PC, and I always thought
that's pretty cool.
A pretty nice thing for a kid in middle school to learn. Yeah, it's just one of those days, King of Mystery. I do think being around wrestlers has been part of that too, because some of the wrestling shows do make use of new metal, and like those guys are all of the age where like that was their shit growing up. So I have, personal and current feelings, not just nostalgia attached to the music.
Henry, how do you feel about Korn? That's one of my favorites back from that time.
I just remember them being in like South Park. Freaking on a Leash is kind of a fun track. No, yeah, you remember Scooby-Doo South Park? Yeah.
Yeah, I love that episode. It's a great one. I'm trying to think of like stuff I listen to, because it's definitely like cultural white divide. Us white boys up in New England listen to a lot of
New England, like, there's the Maryland Death Fest and stuff. It did seem like New England and the East Coast had a lot of like hardcore and punk stuff way more than other areas.
Yeah, there
like
was
down here in Texas, the South, there's a lot of like stoner and groove metal. And then, I was online, and because I was hyper online and on the GameFAQs Metal Forum, they were pretty big on like Bay Area kind of post-rock, post-metal. And that kind of tilted my compass a little.
My God. Oh, the American flags.
Oh, I didn't even realize there were so many flags lined up there.
Same.
That photo that
This
way.
is the first time I've ever noticed that.
Is that slightly different? Did they change that? Because it was a tricky shot when we were trying to speed run.
Right, we were doing it like all the way back here, like trying to catch
we had to
like
get
him.
one end and like get the dude's trunks in the shot with like the postcard and the photo. Like, yeah.
We'll have to check back, because like,
I could have swore there was just one flag up there in the PC version. Yeah.
dude, that's so funny. Oh, also, can I just like fucking? I like it when you can do that inside of VR games. It won't let me. It'll block out. I'm gonna try to reach my head out the window.
Oh, this track's dope.
2 coffees and a down lot.
There's a track in here that just uses like the Konami arcade game startup sound, and it always throws me off because I'm like, did I leave an emulator running in the background? Like, I didn't fire up Rondo of Blood. What is this?
Why can I not get these 2 coffees in the down lot? There we go.
What Evan says, lots of big complicated feels for John Davis though. Yeah, that's a thing I'm starting to learn.
Yeah.
See, I remember liking some Deftones.
Oh, I love Deftones.
White Pony. I've also enjoyed some Disturbed tracks, although that dude, once I did, like, I don't know why that guy's talking still. I thought Disturbed was a thing from the 2000s and was over, but I don't know, just the Out About Zionism posting and just like that Sound of Silence cover, what the hell is that? See, yeah, Evan, oof, Disturbed. Because also, Disturbed was one of those where I was like, these guys are more just kind of like hard rock, not really doing the chuggy new metal rap rock thing. They're just kind of doing some sort of not quite as bad as like the post-grunge stained depression dad music, but yeah. See, King of Mystery, I even wonder, like, I've always kind of felt the ending of that song's a little cringe with him yelling at his mom, which is also why it's funny when he's going on, like, moralist rants on Twitter. It's like, aren't you the dude who has the song where you're calling your mom a fucking whore that you wish died? Like, why are you trying to, like, be on a pedestal about political issues to me, my dude? Typo Negative's pretty cool. I came late to them. I think honestly I listened to them more after Jacob started playing them. Because I was probably like I mean, we're only like a year apart, but I feel like Jacob was just like a bit more within the hooks that they were aiming for.
Oh, for sure.
Sorry, King of Mystery. It's where I go. I don't even know. Is it Stained that has 45 or?
Fuck.
I don't know. I remember the mid-aughts radio rock that KLAQ in El Paso was playing. Just a lot of depressed dad. Like I got a gun in my mouth and this is your problem, not mine. Like.
Yeah. Can I spray on people? No? Whoops.
Yeah, it's a great hype song, at least at the beginning of Down with the Sickness.
Man, I remember the Richard Cheese version.
Oh yeah, Zack Snyder's Dawn of the Dead just blowing everybody's mind.
Everyone. Why can I not get this fucking picture? This is so dumb.
I think you need to be zoomed in more. You had too much of the guy. Yeah, you forget about the outro. I did too. I forgot about it. It was on at the gym one time, and the thing is, like, they're playing uncensored, like, just off of Spotify. And, like, you're in the groove of it, like the whole, like, you fucker, come up, come on, get down with the sickness. Like, I do like the build up to the chorus and the wah-wah and the da-da-da-da. But the ending kind of drags, especially in a public context where, like, you're hyped and you're pumped and, like, it's energetic.
And then it goes nowhere.
You're just listening to this dude yell at his mom, and the song kind of loses all power. And I'm just like, oh yeah, it was the times.
Oh, don't you know?
Stained, Disturbed, and Godsmack. See, and that's the thing too, is a lot of this was all radio play for me as a kid, so like I picked up the music, but because I was kind of just bored or not interested in it or finding weirder things on the internet, not necessarily less problematic things, I did get into Burzum, still like, I mean, Jacob and I talk about it all the time, like we do still explore problematic artists. We were talking about J.K. Rowling earlier here and how Harry Potter's still interesting if you approach it knowing she's a bigot and what you can learn from that.
Yeah.
It's worth if you fall for something quote unquote bad or this is why I'm into looking at right-wing movies and stuff too. Just it's worth seeing what the brain's trying to do there. Why is it trying to do there? That kind of a thing. Because definitely I was big into Iced Earth in high school for a bit there. And that boy, John Schaefer, what were you doing on January 6th?
Where were you?
2020? What are you doing now? I heard you're converting to some super form of Christianity.
Damn.
Yeah. Yeah, Evan, that's the thing too, is they were always on the periphery of breaking through, but then after 9/11, they kind of lost their most like prominent singer, and like you can tell it really mixed with and kind of damaged the sense of direction the band was going with that they never really recovered from there.
Damn.
See, here's the thing, Evan. I don't think it's embarrassing to like Linkin Park. I think Linkin Park
What? They're great.
I think Linkin Park really did create a sound. I know there's probably other like electronic rock hybrids that came before them that they were riffing from because, you know, they were a huge commercial band. That's always the case where like a commercial band's typically working on something that's been stewing in the subculture. But they did kind of solidify the nu metal aesthetic in a way that was uniquely their own, and they kind of made a sound that's signature to them, even if people don't like it or people associate it with, you know, numb and crawling and all that. Although I hear the new singer they got's quite issue-ridden. I didn't look too far into it because I wasn't too big on like the new-ish stuff and.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I remember something about her being with Scientology.
Something like that, yeah. I think potentially some grooming or trafficking stuff as well, allegedly. Let's not get sued here.
Alleged.
Again, we are a parody, but that does not mean necessarily we're being insincere with y'all. We are just simply beings from a parallel dimension doing a bit of compare and contrast intertext to see what it makes us think about. Speaking of, Jacob, it is 9:18. How you feeling?
Yeah, I'm feeling good. I'm like, see, I just finished this guy up. Where were we at? Give me some good stuff.
She defended Danny Masterson. Is Danny Masterson the men are better than women guy?
No, that 70s show Hyde.
Oh no, Hyde.
Yep.
Who is? I forget the stupid
fucking bug.
Dick Masterson, I think is his name.
No, I forget the kid. You're talking about the kid from fucking
No,
The Little Rascals?
No, but oh yeah, that guy's a whole can of worms too. Guys, look up what Alfalfa from The Little Rascals has been up to since participating in the Little Rascals movie from the 90s.
Pretty crazy. He's got some ideas.
Going to the pass-through screen just so we can do a little sign off here, but don't. You know I don't like portals.
Man, sure. Yeah, I feel like it'll be fine. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, Dick Masterson, the Mayor Bear guy. King of Mystery, did you know he's still, I don't know, like I saw a thing not too long ago where he was still included on like an influencer. I think he's still doing podcasts and shit. I can't believe he's still around, and whoa. Okay, Jacob, oh man, don't look at the projector screen. Why are you doing that?
That's so trippy. It's on a screen, technically, you know? I think it'll only fuck it up if it's a digital, like a electronic screen.
Like if you looked at the actual TV though?
Yeah. That's when the electrons are really fucking with each other. Right now we're just playing around with bounced lights. Slightly different, you know?
Right-wing douchebag. All right, y'all. You know what? It's time to stretch your legs. Although we've been playing in VR, so we've been getting our stretches in. But, refresh your drinks, hydrate up, relieve yourself. Smoke them if you got them. It's 9:21. We'll probably be back at 9:30 to continue doing this. Jacob, got anything to say for the people before we go on break?
No, enjoy. Definitely stay hydrated. Good Lord. We find out what happens when you don't. Kidney stones.
Yeah, I'm just looking at myself on the TV there. Check it out, man.
It's like a serial killer camera. We're gonna make like a
it's
film.
A serial killer cam. It can be a makeout cam.
The Continental.
Look, check it out, cause yeah. Oh no, not the TV. Jacob, stop looking at the TV. Ah!